How does being the son of one of the greatest legends of rock end up influencing you as a musician and as a human being too?
Well, obviously, very much respect what Dad's done with his career and how he did it from, started from nothing and very strong-willed and strong-minded, never sort of giving type attitudes, and it's really great. And I think there's a lot to learn in terms of that kind of, there's a lot of the same. Although, like in now modern day music industry is completely different to when he started out. There's a lot of like principles which are the same in terms of, working hard, like really sort of sticking to your guns and staying true to your own opinions and ideas and creativeness, basically. So I take a lot of that in from my dad's footsteps. But in terms of it doesn't. I don't see it as a. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, is it negative?" Because people sometimes think, "Oh, he's just doing this because of the opportunities or whatever," which is totally not true. I mean, I'm doing this because it's what I love to do. As I just mentioned, I picked up the guitar and started writing music myself just because I like doing it. And if something were to happen to the band and it wasn't to work out or something like that, I'd still be playing the guitar and writing music because it's my hobby. No one's forcing me into this, so I don't see it as a negative thing at all, and I don't really take much notice of anything like that because there's literally no point. Like if I was to try and what's the word? If I was going to take that on board too much and let it affect me, then it would affect what I'm doing and writing. And I must try and sound drastically different from Maiden, or I have to try and sound too much like them, or I just don't even think about that kind of thing. I just totally do my own thing and see how we get on, basically.
You grew up surrounded by music, mainly because this is your father's profession. How was your beginning in music? Your first steps as a guitar player?
My first steps as a guitar player. I mean, I actually started playing the bass first. I picked up the bass when I was about 12 years old, and I was noodling around on that for about a year. And I didn't really have lessons or anything. I was just like, what I enjoyed was just working songs out that I knew. There seemed to be, that was like the buzz that I got from it. There was nothing more exciting than figuring something out and then you can actually play it now. That was the exciting part. And then for some unknown reason, I put the bass down for about a year. I didn't really do much, and then I picked up the guitar when I was about 14, and I had the same kind of thing really. I was just working out songs that I really loved, and I kind of went from there. I felt like the guitar was more suited to me for whatever unknown reason, and I was playing for a good few years, and then I had a band at school with just like my mates when I was quite young. When I was like 13, 14, I played my first ever show at my school in front of like about 100 people or so in our like little mini theatre type thing. And we were just playing covers. I think we were playing like stuff like Blink-182 and Green Day and that kind of thing. I played with those guys in a band, and we used to rehearse all the time. I played my first bunch of shows in the local music scene, and it kind of went from there. And there was never any, like as you said, I grew up with music and stuff, but there was never any pressure for me to get into music. Like I never had my dad saying, "Oh, do this or try and do that" or anything like that. I just kind of was naturally gravitated towards musical instruments, and I guess. Just had a bit of a natural thing, like ear for music, I suppose, because I just liked working stuff out myself. That was what I got from it. That's what I enjoyed doing. Was just picking up the guitar, trying to work out songs that I knew, and when I got there, it was just really exciting, and it kind of just snowballed from there. I didn't actually start writing till I was around about 17, though. I went through a long period of just kind of playing covers and working out riffs, and then I always used to think, oh, how do people write music? I just don't understand it. And then all of a sudden I was around about kind of 16, 17, yeah, I was like 17, and I started just writing a load of stuff. And that is just before I met Dan, and we started the Raving Age.